friends, Marcella here. I hope that you guys are having a nice day. Turned out to be a beautiful evening here in the Pacific Northwest. The sun came out and the skies are blue. It's been raining all day the past couple of days, but I don't mind because I sowed my seeds last week, and so it's keeping the ground moist, which will aid in germination of the seeds. So today I'm going to talk about spring sowing, or sowing your spring vegetables outdoors in your garden. Before you start sowing your seeds, make sure you check the last frost date in your area. You can do this by calling your local extension office or a local nursery, or even just going online to farmersalmanac.com. You can just type in your zip code and or your city, and they'll give you an estimate of the last frost date in your area. So that way you can avoid getting your tender plants killed, such as lettuce. Usually you don't want to sow lettuce seeds at least the last 2 weeks before the last frost date, because they are very tender and they usually die around temperatures of about 32 degrees or lower. Now for cold hardy plants, you can sow them now if you're still anticipating frost for the next month. Cold hardy plants can be sown 4 to 5 weeks before the last date of frost, such as kale, collard greens, bok choy, carrots, radish, beets. So these are just a few of the plants or cold hardy plants that you can sow right now. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a minute. I've got to get back inside. But anyways, here's a short video of me sowing some seeds last week and a few tips. I hope that you find it helpful. And let me know what you're growing in your garden this year. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful day and happy gardening. Lola Rosa lettuce and romaine. I like growing the red leaf lettuces because the slugs don't like them for some reason. They only prefer the greens. So the red leaf lettuces, such as the Lola Rosa and the red romaine, usually don't get devoured by the slugs or snails. When you're sowing your lettuce seeds, you don't need to cover them with soil. Lettuces need the sun to germinate, so they need some light, but you can lightly just pat on them so that way the wind doesn't blow them away. So just like that, and they grow best in full sun. Remember, lettuce is a cool crop, so they'll do best right before the summer heat kicks in, before they start to bolt or flower. Now I'm going to sow some radish seeds next to the lettuce. And I usually just make a small furrow with a stick. And I'll be putting the seeds right here in the middle, and I'll be burying them back up with the soil on the side. So I've got some seeds in there, if you can see those. So I'm just going to go ahead and bury them about 1/2 inch deep. So remember, the depth that you should sow your seeds is 3 times the thickness of the seed. Now we're sowing some of our golden beet seeds. So I'm just kind of putting 1 seed per every inch and a half, and we'll be thinning out all of our seedlings later on when they emerge. So again, I made a little furrow here with my stick, and what I do, I just bury it back up with the soil on the side, just like so.